Okay, so I'm trying something new. There's so many things I always want to do, and like trying to do a little bit of everything each day doesn't usually pan out for me. So I'm trying to like divide things that I want to focus on through the days of the week. So like each day has a different theme, like a different focus. Wednesdays, and today is Wednesday, I want to focus on fun and inspiration. So I want to just like deviate from my normal habits and yeah, just like seek inspiration, maybe read more, just like do fun activities, do things that I wouldn't normally do. Yeah, or just like whatever feels fun. So I'm gonna take you guys along with me today as I do that. It's already 2 p.m. I just got off work, and I think what I'm gonna do first is go drive home a slightly different way. I always drive past this one free library. We have a bunch of little free libraries in my town. This one is like massive though, and it's categorized. They have these signs up with all the different like genres, and I've never walked up to it, but I always drive past it. So that's what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna drive home a different way and look at that, and then maybe even go for a walk like in that neighborhood. Yeah, we'll see, but I will bring you guys with me and we'll see what we find. Okay, so I must be losing my mind. I could have sworn that I don't drive past this thing every day. It's only when I take this longer route, but I just took that route and I did not drive past it. So I think I drive past this library thing every single day and I've never stopped at it. Anyway, the road that I did take took me past a coffee shop that I really like. So I'm gonna go in and get myself an iced coffee because it's super hot today. All right, I have my coffee. I still don't know where that thing is. I drove down the other street, still didn't see it. So I'm just gonna walk in this neighborhood. I think there's another one somewhere down this road. So that's what I'm gonna look for. Okay, I'm home from my walk. I ended up finding a little free library, nothing super interesting in it though. So I just walked around a little bit and then came home. I'm gonna do something really fun to decide what I'm gonna do next. My mom invented this game. It's called Chore Dice. The idea is you use it for chores, like to decide what chore to do next. And I'll show you how it works. But I'm going to use it for my fun things and my inspiration activities. Yeah, so this is helpful for me, and ever since she gave this to me like a week ago or maybe a couple weeks ago, and I've used it already so many times because it just like makes it more fun to like decide what you're going to do in an afternoon. And if you don't know exactly what you want to do or like where to start, this decides for you. So what you do is you take 6 pieces of paper and you write 6 different things, whether it's like tasks you want to get done or in my case like fun activities, and then you roll the dice and that tells you which one you're going to do. It also has a timer so you can do them timed, which I may or may not do. I guess it depends on the activity that I write. So I'll come up with 6 and then I'll let you know what they are. Okay, I've got 6 activities. So the first one is read, and I have a plethora of options for what I could read. If I roll this, I will let you know what they are. Work on house painting, this painting right behind me. It's just the painting that I'm currently in the process of. Paint an iPhone photo, so just like picking something from my camera roll and painting it. Drawing exercise with film stills. This is something that I've done a couple times and I've been wanting to do more, and maybe also make a video of this so you guys can like do it along with me. So I'll tell you what that is if I land on that. The other one, make a mini book. This sounds really random, but making books is something I really want to do this year. Even if by the end of the year I'm just able to make like one book that I'm proud of. Like I want it to be handmade and to be full of paintings and maybe words also. I got a bookbinding kit for Christmas and I don't want to try to focus on that yet. I feel like I need to give it time and like wait until I'm done with the projects that I'm currently working on and have more of a vision too for like specifically what book I want to make. But making like a little mini book I think would be fun and kind of get me in that headspace. And I could just use like, I don't know, a stapler, I could use a needle and thread and just make like a tiny little book. And then the last one is collage. Just make a collage or just pull out all my collage materials and see what happens. So those are the 6 things. And here, you can't even see them. Here are the 6 things. And, oh, you have to number them, duh. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's 2 dice because it's like you can also play it with 2 people if you're working together on something. 2. Okay, work on house painting. So that's what I'm gonna do. The fun thing about this is you just don't question it, right? You roll the dice and you do what it says. I didn't want it to land on this. I kind of wanted to do some kind of creative warm-up first, but that's what the dice says. So I'm gonna do it. That's like part of the fun. You don't like question it. And then I think I'm gonna do a timer so that I might also have time to work on some other stuff. And if I'm like on a roll and I want to keep painting when the timer goes off, then I will, but just having a timer is nice. So how long should I work on this painting? Probably at least an hour, right? Yeah. How about like 50 minutes? I'll do. We did it, okay. 50 minutes. Well, I'm gonna like set up my stuff and then I'm gonna start painting and I'll start the timer. What's funny about going big, like bigger than I've been painting, is I forgot how much paint you have to mix. I keep like mixing my colors and I do not mix enough paint to actually do what I'm trying to do. It's kind of funny, like you really have to use a lot of paint. So I will have to be buying more soon. I feel like also having been painting really small scale lately is making me a little more detail oriented and I kind of need to zoom out a bit more. Like probably take more frequent breaks to just step back and make sure that I'm getting an idea of like what the entire piece looks like and not getting too focused in on little details. When you're working in layers, there really is an element of mystery to like, what is the finished product gonna be like? Like I'm laying down the very first layers and I think I know where I'm going with it and what direction it's gonna end up, but you almost never do. Like it's almost always different from what you anticipated in a good way. Like I think there's an element of surprise in painting that's quite like engaging for the painter. You know, it doesn't become boring because you actually don't know what you're doing. like you know what you're doing, but you don't know exactly where you're gonna end up. And that's very cool. Also, when color mixing for like a bigger scale piece, like yes, you can mix just a small quantity, but you have to remember how you did it because then you have to recreate it. So I'm trying not to, you know, sometimes like lazy color mixing mode where you're like, you know exactly how you could get what you want if you pull out all your tubes and you really like get the perfect quantities, but you're tempted to just try to make that color with what's already on the palette. I do that all the time. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. It's not wasteful. It's resourceful. But yeah, when I do that, I'll be like, oh, I'll make this color using this little smudge of red that I already have on the palette, and this like grayish color will neutralize it, and then I end up with something that I like, but I have zero idea how to recreate exactly that color. So I'm trying to be a little bit more methodical here on this large piece. Another thing that I gotta remember is to go more neutral than I think I need to go for this painting in particular. I keep mixing colors and then I'll put it up and I'm like, wow, that's way too bright. Let's see what this is. I think this is what I want. I think this is good, yeah, for this layer. It's very subtle. Maybe you can't even see it on the camera. Another fun thing I could do to like seek inspiration is listening to music I would never normally listen to. So I might do that. Maybe I'll put something on. I'm kind of enjoying sitting in silence right now. It's very peaceful. Ethan and I played this game one time where we just tried to think of like a completely random word or like sentence or 2 words, and then we would search it on Spotify to see if it was a song. So I'm trying to think of something out of nowhere. Everything I think of is like already a famous song. Let's see, like March weather. There we go. 2 random words. March weather. You know how hard it is to be truly random? Okay, so what comes up, we've got March, which is a song by the Weather Girls, and then we've got somebody's playlist called Lousy Smarch Weather, whatever that means. Let's start with the March song. Let's go. I love this. I have a playlist. Oh, and it fades out. Always a strong choice to fade out. Okay, let's listen to this playlist. Lousy Smarch Weather. I already really like this. I probably can't put very much of the songs because it's like copyright. It's Crooked Fingers. Do you guys listen to them? I've never heard of them. If you ever want to like stick it to the algorithm, the algorithm, it's on like whatever YouTube or Spotify, like it's our friend because it just shows us stuff that we like. It's pretty good at showing us stuff we like. But if you're ever annoyed and you feel like your decisions are all controlled by the algorithm, play this game. Just think of random words and search it. It makes you feel empowered. Okay, that was so fun. I'm going to roll again. So, work on house painting is out. If I roll a 2, I'll just roll again. Okay. 4. Paint a phone photo. So, I actually made an album yesterday, trying to scroll through and like pick out a few photos that I know I took because I wanted to paint whatever it was. So yeah, I'll pick one from that album and just do like a little, should I do a sketchbook painting or should I do it on paper? I don't know, TBD. Okay, I think this is a good purple color. The problem is my phone is on low battery, so I don't know how long this will last. Gotta paint a little bit on the quick side, just so it doesn't die on me.
Have vibes.
Okay, so we have 4 left. 1, 3, 5, and 6. Let's see what I'm doing. Well, that was anticlimactic. 1. Okay. I'm doing the drawing exercise with film stills. This one. Let's go. Okay, so for this, I've gone onto this website. It's called filmgrab.com. And there's a function where you can just click random post. It'll show you a random movie and all the film grabs that they have from it. They're usually like, they pick really visually beautiful scenes to screen grab. And then I'm just going to draw, like do quick drawings based on some of these random film grabs. There's like a more an in-depth version of this exercise that I've done that I think I want to do a video about, because there's a lot of different ways to go about it, but I think right now I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to do like some little sketches based off of these, and I'll show you what I end up doing. All right, so this is the first, if you can see, this is the first one that I'm doing, but I'll just have the camera over here so you can see what I draw. I'm using my water soluble graphite pencil 6B. I'm gonna get some clean water and then I'll show you what it looks like when you use the water on this pencil. This would flip my dad out. He does not like when you put water near a computer. I only ruined one computer by spilling water on it, okay? And I don't think I'm ever gonna do that again because it was terrible. All right, this is what happens when you apply water to this water-soluble graphite. It's really pretty. I need a towel around. See, my AC just kicked on, so I might grab my little microphone. Oh, it's literally right here. Okay, so that's a fun little warm-up sketch. I'm gonna go back. I had clicked random post and A Star is Born. Okay, so I'm gonna look at all of the film grabs down here. I guess I could do that one, but I'm also gonna look at what else they have from this film and choose one that I really am interested in drawing. This is interesting because there's 2 faces. There's like a huge face and a smaller face. She's making kind of a crazy face right there, so that could be fun to draw. Okay, I'll do this. Going back down. And I'm obviously cropping off the edges of the film grab because the aspect ratio is a lot different. So let's go Bradley Cooper here. And just like see how loose
you can be with it. See, I'm acting like you're doing this with me, but I'm really talking to myself. I'm trying to see how loose I can be, just like let myself scribble it out, you know? And I'm using a really big pencil for a very small drawing. So naturally, like I don't have as much space. I end up cropping these drawings a lot, only being able to focus in on one little aspect because of the small scale. Like I don't really know how I'm gonna fit her face. I'll just do it over here. I could also like really get my creative juices flowing when it comes to like composition, because you're like creating a composition almost by choosing the stuff that you want to crop out versus the stuff you want to keep in. You're forced to create a composition. And it's just interesting to see what your brain does when you're not really overthinking it at all. Like, just kind of go for it and surprise yourself with whatever ends up on the page, you know? And then when you go in with the water, if you're using this kind of pencil, really allows you to play around with the values that you originally added. And you can make new marks with just the leftover graphite that's on the wet pencil. All right, there's my second little drawing. So then I'm gonna label it "A Star is Born." All right, let's see what else we find. Wonder Woman. Okay, I don't love this. I mean, it's cool, but like I don't really want to draw Wonder Woman, so can I draw something else from the film? Is this her on a horse? That could be fun. Okay, I'll do the horse with her on it. I really love polka dots. Like any composition that lends itself to the use of polka dots, big fan. All right, let's see what we can get with some water here.
Kind of all sounds shit right now.
Let's lock in the dark value on the horse.
That's soothing stuff, right?
Okay, my phone died, which was very sad, right when I was doing that last drawing. So I didn't end up recording the end of it, but this is how it turned out. And then I did one more. This was from the movie Artists and Models, and I really liked that picture. It was a guy looking in a mirror. So yeah, thank you for joining me on this day. I really enjoyed just like pursuing fun. I don't know if I like properly really explained what the idea behind this days of the week thing is, but essentially I want to remember to just like have fun and play and to do creative exercises that are like out of the norm and not necessarily productive. And so just choosing a day of the week to focus on that is really cool, because then I'm not like trying to fit that in every day somehow. I can just dedicate it to Wednesdays. And then when Wednesday rolls around, it feels like this exciting thing, like I'm a kid and this is my fun day. So thank you for joining me with that. Yeah, if you liked the exercise where I was drawing film stills, let me know, like if you'd be interested in doing, like watching a video where you kind of do it along with me, because I've been thinking about making something like that and I think it would be really cool. Yeah, let me know what other like ideas you have, because I'm planning to keep doing this every week and I'll probably keep using my mom's dice game. So if you have ideas for things I could write on the tiles, let me know in the comments. I would be so excited to like choose some of your ideas and do them in the weeks to come. And I will link her game. It's called Chore Dice. And I think she's selling it online already, so I will link it below. All right, that's everything. See you guys next week. Bye.